A week ago, I was stranded on a desert highway for 7 hours after my SUV died. So what did I do? I flew 3,000 miles away with my dog, Georgie, and honestly, I am still trying to figure out what comes next. But right now, for the first time in weeks, my nervous system is actually relaxing. There are times when everything falls apart and you just need to be around the people who care about you. So I'm taking you along on the ride as Georgie and I decompress, catch up with some amazing friends, and figure out where we go from here. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amber, and this is my rescue dog, Georgie. We've been living in a 13-foot scamp tiny trailer, but we are in a season of transition right now. I'm completely committed to slow living and finding peace through intentional choices, even when life throws you some rather large curveballs. My videos show you the real, the messy, and the beautiful process of living authentically. So grab your coffee and come hang out with us as we decompress in the Catskill Mountains with friends, figure out what Georgie thinks of flying, and make some decisions about what our life looks like now that everything has changed. We got lots of beds for both Georgie and I. She can have one, I can have one. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to be here in a hotel room with AC. It was getting darn hot over there. When the scamp is getting to be in the 90s inside, well, that's too hot. The good news is it was cooling off at night in the 40s. That's pretty darn good. I like that. That's the desert weather for you. I feel so hot and sticky. I haven't taken a shower in like 2 days because I've been packing and getting everything ready to go and making a list of all the things that I got to do before I leave here because we had to drop the scamp off and make sure I had all my stuff, you know, for me, for Georgie, all in an overnight carry-on, and then her little carry-on bag. So I love this. I was recommended this brand and this carrier by a Facebook group that is all about flying for dogs. Good morning, everyone. Well, today's the day. I'm flying out to go see my friends in New York, and I'm so excited to see them. I haven't seen them since last year, but it's going to be a long travel day. It's 2:45 in the morning, and I have to start boarding at 5:05. I'm flying with Georgie, and I've never flown with her before. I don't know if she's ever flown before, so I have some CBD for her. I withheld her food, and I'm going to give her a little bit snacks here and there as long as I feel like she's going to be okay. She usually doesn't eat if she's nervous, and she's a bit nervous right now. Fingers crossed that she's a good flyer, and just really hoping for the best here because I'd love to do some more traveling with her. When I get to the airport, I have to still check in, pay her pet fee, which is $125 on Southwest Airlines. We're all standing around here. There's nobody at the gates to check us in. My flight boards just in 2 hours, so I'm good, but there's some people who are standing here. Their flight's board in an hour, so we're not sure where any of the agents are at. Happy. She's just eating her bone. Georgie, did you survive check-in? Georgie's all settled, and I got her down below the seat. It's a little scrunched right now, but she's okay. She's doing good. She's just resting. Gave her CBD, so I hope she's going to be good on here. Georgie was such a good girl. She didn't whine. She just laid in there and slept, and now she's eating her bone, which is really good because when we're landing, probably helps to pop her ears a bit. So happy with how she's doing. All right, we're headed out on the next flight, Las Vegas, and then to Albany. So this is a long flight, 4.5 hours, but Georgie is doing really, really well. Finally made it here. I'm in their Airstream at Mark and Grant's house in New York, which, yeah, I'm so excited to be here. It's been a long travel day. But we're getting all settled in here. We got some good food in our belly. I had to get some electrolytes because I've just been so dehydrated. So electrolytes. Georgie just ate. Hi, come on, baby. You can come up here with us. She was a champ.
flying. I just cannot believe how well she did. Well, I can't. She's just such a good girl. Yes.
That was a test to see if I could take her traveling with me, like go on an airplane. She didn't seem scared or anything. She got a little bit cold, but we're gonna remedy that for the next trip. Okay, guys, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go hang out with Mark and Grant. We're gonna reintroduce the dogs again because they have 3 dogs, which I'll show you tomorrow. But as you can see, it's pretty dark outside right now. And then we'll probably all go to bed. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, my good girl. Oh, I'm so tired still. Just a little after 6 o'clock, but that's like 3 a.m. my time. But I slept so good in here. So comfortable. Oh my gosh. Woo. And they have AC. So beautiful outside. Good morning, everyone. Wow, it's amazing out here. I love this morning light and the smells out here in the forest. It just really helps to bring down my stress. So speaking of stress, I'm going to do a little bit of a workout this morning. That is a de-stressing workout because, as you know, I've been a little bit stressed lately with the SUV breaking down and packing as fast as possible so I can get out here. It'll be nice to do a workout out here in the forest with this beautiful setting, and oh, how relaxing is that? One of the things that I forgot to pack with me when I was coming out here was my bands, my resistance bands, and I couldn't bring my weights, of course. The good news is that the sponsor of this video, Get Healthy UTV, has so many different workouts, whether you have equipment, no equipment, you want to use your body weight, whatever that looks like. Today, we're just using my body weight. All right, let me find a good place here. This is my favorite one right here, Stress Relief Yoga by Jennifer Gallardi. I love that she focuses on breath. Get Healthy UTV is basically your personal trainer that lives in your computer. They have workouts, health tips, and all the motivation you need right at your fingertips. I found this amazing stress relief yoga session that requires 0 equipment, which is perfect for me. And honestly, just after 20 minutes, I already feel that shift. Just me and this ground and this beautiful setting. It's perfect for days when I need to move my body and stay flexible and actually release some of that tension. My shoulders weren't up to my ears anymore, and my mind felt so much clearer. It is amazing what moving your body intentionally can do for your stress levels. Plus, Get Healthy UTV is constantly adding new videos, so you're never gonna get bored. What I love most is that it doesn't matter if you're just getting started or you've been at this for years. There's truly something for everyone on this platform. Seriously, they have everything. They have bar, cardio, low impact, meditation, strength, yoga. It's like a fitness buffet. And I found another tension melting class that's all about holding those yoga poses longer, which is definitely going on my must try list. And for the first 1,000 subscribers that click that link in the description box or scan this QR code right here, you're gonna get a full year of premium access to Get Healthy UTV for, are you ready? $1.49. That's insane offer that they are providing. That is less than your cup of latte every single day. Now, this is for new members, so make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity. Click that link in the description or scan the QR code. And I want to give Get Healthy UTV a huge thanks for sponsoring this video today and keeping me healthy while I'm on the road. So for those of you who haven't been on my channel for very long, by the way, thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I've gotten in a ton of new subscribers in the last week, but thank you all for being here. So my friends, Mark and Grant, who I met in 2017, random, our dogs met in a park here in New York, my first year of traveling on a Class C RV. And I met them walking my dog, Lily at the time, and their dog, Queenie. And they were staying in the same state park that I was staying in. And they invited me back to their cabin here in New York. They're in the Catskill Mountains. And we've just developed a wonderful friendship ever since. We're so close that I call them my brothers. I'm their sister that they never had. So I visit them whenever I can. When this whole thing happened with my SUV breaking down and stuck in Carson City, Reno area, where it was just blazing hot and I have no AC, they're like, why don't you come up here and visit? And I haven't seen them since last year and just have a reprieve, a reset. So I just love them so much. You'll get to meet them a little bit later. That first sip of coffee is so good. I love a good pour over. Oh man, I just love this view, the woods and the nature. Now this is the kind of boondocking I like. Mark and Grant have their house that's just up the way. It's a beautiful log cabin house. Lots of woods and acreage, and I always call it their sanctuary because it's just so peaceful to be here. I just love it so much. Like, this is the kind of property that I would love to have. Maybe not this much acreage though. It's a lot of work. Isn't this shower gorgeous? I love it. I can take a nice hot shower in here. If you know, you know. Being an RVer, it's always wonderful to find a place where you can have a really nice hot shower. Makes it even better when you're at your friend's house and they got a beautiful place. Look at these logs, by the way. It's just beautiful. Sugar bear, sugar bear. All right, what do you think?
I like the crunchy black bits.
I like the black bits too.
I know. They need to be more of them. They're pretty good. I know you want your own salsa.
Because I'm a salsa fiend.
I have salsa. Here's ours. Here's yours.
That's what happened. Why do I get the tiny one?
But you had to have your own bowl of salsa. That's your private bowl. That's like private reserve. Private reserve salsa. It's almost like a shot.
This is our nightly rhythm. Well, most nights anyways. We cook, we laugh, and we talk through whatever's on our hearts. I'm just so thankful for Mark and Grant because they are my chosen people. There's this incredible freedom in being with people who see all of you and love you anyway. We don't have to pretend and we don't have to edit ourselves. There's just real talk about whatever's on our minds. And when everything feels up in the air, having your people to think things through, well, that kind of changes everything.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. Cheers. Look, 3 different glasses. I swear we're not this day class A.
Here's
You're
to,
much better than I am.
yeah, so here's to friendship and to love and to happiness and all that good stuff.
Our evening dog walk through the forest has become this sacred time. It's just us and the trees and the dogs and the forest nightlife. Then we settle in, we rest up, and tomorrow we'll gather around the same table again and walk along this same path. It's been a lovely little ritual. It's interesting to me how these most ordinary moments with your people, well, it can be exactly the medicine that your soul is craving, and I was really craving this. I have to walk with a flashlight because it's so dark. And they do have little critters around here. Oh, look, Georgie's in there. She's up in the window. Hi, Georgie, come on. Come on. Come on, go potty. Go do your potty. Go potty, girl. Okay. It's always so nice to meet up with Mark and Grant. We have such a good night hanging out, making dinners together, walking the dogs. It's been kind of our little ritual.
I am thoroughly exhausted. Ready for bed. It's been a long day. Just, figuring things out for next steps in this adventure.
Open your eyes to golden light. There's a world of wonder painted in the sky. What a beautiful sight. It's all waiting for you. It's all waiting for you. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Aurora, the light of day, it's all before you, illuminated, so much to be found. Watch the world spin round. It's just the beginning.
I just love how much light comes in here, and the aesthetics in this place is pretty gorgeous. And yes, the pillow is called the Lake House. That is also the name of the Airstream. The Lake House. Georgie, you enjoying that bone? She's so nice and comfortable in here. She's got the AC in here. We both have the AC in here, which is fantastic. I love that I have this little place to come to and enjoy. I've got a big refrigerator and I got all the things. Grant and Mark actually did a really great job of kind of outfitting the whole thing for me to make sure I was comfortable. So I love that I came here during this time because, I can be here while they're working on the truck. And by the way, I have not heard anything back about the Ford SUV yet. They're waiting on Ford Hotline to call them back to figure out what they need to do. Right now, I have no faith in that SUV. And I have no faith that they haven't figured out what the problem is, even though that they have the codes. So I don't really know what's going on with that. It's a little nerve-wracking to think about them saying that there's nothing wrong with it now and that they're not getting the codes anymore. And I told him, I was like, you can't give me the car back this way. There's clearly something wrong with it. The codes have been going off since July 22nd, which you guys show. I never got notification of that, but they're pulling that from the SUV. While they're dealing with all of that, I can be here and relax and, try not to think about it too much. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get back. I'm a bit nervous to pull this camp, even if they say, oh yeah, we fixed it, because the guy told me literally they're not going to know if it's fixed unless something breaks on it again. I don't know. So I, don't want to get stranded again. That's for sure. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I honestly don't at this point. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. Hi, Queenie. Hi, Queenie girl. Oh. Georgie. Crack me up, Georgie. Smokey, you get too close. Good, Smokey. You're being so good. I'm so proud of you, Smokey. Yes. I'm so proud of you. You guys gonna chase each other? You're gonna chase? Come on, girl. Let's go. 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 Good girl. It is so relaxing and lovely here. Oh, I just am amazed. Beautiful, beautiful. If you can see right over there is the Airstream I'm staying in. I guess it's time to get up. Georgie, what are you doing? You ready? Georgie, you ready to get it? Every morning, Smokey comes to visit us. Hi, Smokey. Good morning, baby. Hi. What you doing, handsome? What you doing? What? Hold on, Georgie's eating. Hold on. Let's let her eat first. Smokey, I know. Is she being ugly to you? Georgie, come here. Come here, Smokey. Well, let me tell you, it has been a time. What a whirlwind, traveling all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast. But I'm so thankful for Mark and Grant for allowing me to stay here. They just have made this situation so much better. Well, I have been doing a lot of journaling, a lot of reading, a lot of reflecting, and trying to figure out what those next steps are. And things are coming to me, and I've made some decisions, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about briefly right here, which some of it I already talked about in the video that came out last week that was about selling the scamp and why and what's next. So you might want to check that out if you haven't. It goes into a little bit more detail than what I'm going to go into here. I still haven't heard from Ford on when they're going to get anything fixed. I feel like I'm having to push them to get things done, to look at certain things. They have now said that the 5 codes that were coming up July 12th, where they originally told me that they were coming up July 22nd. And the importance of that is that July 22nd was when I had that relay switch fixed in Coos Bay, Oregon. And at the time they told me only 2 codes were coming up, and the relay switch was helping that. And so now this dealership in Carson City is saying, oh, they just didn't clear the codes. I'm getting conflicting information. Their own person originally told me that the 5 codes started coming up July 22nd, not July 12th. I don't know what's going on. It's a hot mess over there, I'll say that. So still waiting it out. But on a different note, it was a whirlwind to get here. I packed a carry-on bag. I had Georgie's carrier, and let me tell you, that was a crazy, crazy time. Mostly because it was probably too much for me physically to carry her and to also carry the carry-on. So I got a new bag that's coming that will be a check-in bag, and then I can just have her in the carrier. And even that's really heavy to put a shoulder strap on. It's a nice carry-on, and she fits really well in it. She's super comfortable, but it gets heavy, carrying that. I was strapping her to the suitcase handle, and she was kind of getting squished in there. She wasn't hurt or anything like that. It's a collapsible carrier. Mostly because you want to be able to put it under the seat, and you want it to collapse a little bit so that it can fit under the seat. It's a lot of weight for me to carry. So I bought some rollers for it too. I'm going to put her on this little roller carrier, and then that way I can get through the airport just fine with her, and I won't have any problems. So I know it probably seems weird that I bought this luggage just for this one trip back to Carson City, but guess what? It's not going to be just for one trip. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently. If you saw my video that came out last week, it showed me selling my scamp. And I know it's very different, and that explains all of it. So you can go watch that one to understand why I'm doing it and kind of what's next. But there are going to be some changes, and good changes, very positive changes. I'm still going to travel just a little bit differently now. Hint, hint, a suitcase. There's a lot of stuff that I have to do in between to kind of get situated, because I do want a home base. So I'm kind of figuring that thing out right now. Georgie, come on, let's go. Look, it's Smokey. Georgie growls at him. Smokey, what are you doing? Smokey. What, buddy? Is she growling at you? Are you hiding from her? Silly boy. Everybody sniff. Good babies. Tails are wagging. Good girl, Georgie. I just love how they get along with each other. You gonna play? You gonna play? Greenie. You're just a goofy girl. You're so goofy. Hi, girl. Aw. You being jealous?
Handles on the inside here. This is his favorite thing.
Is it?
This is like,
Queenie's coming.
this is bait for him. He will, if he's doing anything and we don't want him to do it, we just utter those magic words.
Ride.
Yes.
He's on top of me.
We'll find out on the next turn.
Oh my God, Smokey, you crazy boy. He's just all sitting on my lap. Okay. Smokey, what's the deal with this? Aww.
He's a good, he loves this.
Hi, Queenie. Okay, this is my favorite view. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? I just lay on my back and look up at the sky and breathe. See the clouds moving. This reminds me when I was a child. I used to go see my grandmother in West Texas, very rural area. I would climb a tree in her front yard, and there was this amazing tree where you could climb up on the limbs and actually lay back on it. And I would do it at night when it was really dark outside and just look at the stars at night, see how many I could count. Sometimes I'd hear the train go by in the near distance. Oh, it's such a good memory when I think about that. It just felt like all was right in the world. That's the feeling that I have right now. Just sitting here looking up, relaxing my nervous system even more. And that can be hard sometimes with all of the noise that's happening, whether that be what's happening in our country, in the world, within your own family or job. Sometimes just sitting here and quieting our mind. It's exactly what we need. Even Georgie agrees. I hope this reminds you that it's okay to not have all the answers right now. You can just breathe and sit in the unknown. You don't have to force clarity. You can rest in safe places with good people and trust that the answers will come when they're supposed to. And if you've ever had to completely pivot when life throws you a curveball, drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear your story about it. And thanks so much for being here through all the messy reality lately. A like and a share really helps if this resonated, especially for anyone who needs to hear it's okay when plans fall apart. And definitely subscribe because next week brings some major updates you don't want to miss. Georgie and I are grateful you're along for this ride, and until next week, take care of yourselves. Bye.